We are still left with one additional frame here called the hit. Now, this is not a visible portion of the button at all, and in fact, you can see that it's not needed most of the time since we have it empty here, and our button seems to be working okay. The hit frame allows us to define the hittable area of the button, or the part that you can click on. Now, by default, if you leave the hit blank, the hittable area or the clickable portion of the button will be whatever the button shape actually is. And you can see that our shape is a nice easy to hit rectangle right here in all of our states, up, over, and down. The main reason for using the hit frame is to actually enhance that hittable area. Let's say you had an especially small button, you could draw something into the hit shape to expand the area where your user could actually click. Now, let's just try this out here. For starters, I'm going to go into the hit area, and I'm going to press F6 to create a keyframe. Remember, you can use your insert menu if you need to. That places a copy of our rectangle from our last keyframe forward, so we have the same graphic here. Now, right now, the hit shape is exactly the same as our other shapes, so we won't see any changes. But we can move this around to change the hit area. Let me choose my free transform tool, and I'm going to take this rectangle and squish it down so it's a lot smaller. I'm also going to use my normal selection tool, and I'm going to move it over just a little bit. Now we can see by moving the playhead backwards that our new hit area is actually off to the right side of where our button appears. Let's test our movie out right here. There's my button, and when I roll over it, nothing seems to happen. Even the hand cursor is gone. But remember, the hit area is off here over to the side, and when my cursor gets over to the location of the hit area, you can see that my button activates. Now, this is a pretty bad button. Nobody's going to figure out that they have to click it over here. So we don't want to build buttons like this. We would normally want the button shape itself to determine that clickable area. So let's close up our preview, and I'm going to get rid of this hit shape. Now, one last thing. If I select this shape and just press delete on my keyboard, you can see that deleted the shape, but it also left behind a blank keyframe. Now, this is very bad in a button. What we've created is a button where there's nowhere to hit. And I'll test my movie again just to make sure that we can see this is not a good thing to do. Now I can roll over my button and it's not activated anywhere, not even in the previous hit location. We'll close that up. And what I want to do is make sure that I either leave this blank completely or I fill it up with a shape. I'm going to right click on it. And of course, if you don't have a right click button, you can hold down the control key while you left click. In my right click menu, I can see right here clear keyframe, and you can see that that completely removes the keyframe from that spot. I can even right click again and remove the frame, and we're right back where we were at the beginning. Basically, it's a good idea to use the general shape of the button if the button shape doesn't change. And if you want to expand the shape, go ahead and use the hit area when you need to. Let's just make sure our button's working like it was before. I'll do one final test movie. And we can see that our button is back to responding with that lighter feedback on a rollover and an even lighter color on the click. We'll close that up.